I'm ready to go. I'm just shut up. Doing intro.
You're not even a special man. I know we all get our news from xQc.
For regime change, the president saying this is the single greatest chance for the
He's
Iranian
always
people
right.
to take
It's
back
just what it
their
is.
country.
The big
question has been,
if you
what
want
does that
the
look
truth,
like? How
you
does
watch
the US
xQc.
and how does President Trump envision that playing out? The president
apparently
says that hopefully the
Iran's leader,
IRGC and police will peacefully merge with the
slimed.
Iranian patriots and work together as a unit to bring back the country to the greatness it deserves. But David, the president concludes this statement by saying that the heavy and pinpoint bombing, however, will continue uninterrupted throughout the week or as long as necessary to achieve our objective of peace throughout the Middle East and indeed the world.
For days and weeks to come, and Mary, once this attack was underway today, the president with a stark warning to the American people about U.S. troops.
Yeah, and David, the president, of course, remember, he has long promised not to drag America into these long, protracted foreign wars. But now the president has warned that American lives may be lost in this fight. We do not know how long this is going to go on, whether this will indeed be a long, protracted, prolonged war. The president making clear for now the attack, the strikes will continue, but there are still so many basic fundamental questions about what comes next and what role the U.S. is going to play in the...
Interesting. Whoa, what are we going content there? What the fuck? At some building? What the fuck? What the fuck? Chat, I guess I'm not gonna get banned, am I?
Nah. It's just war, it's just
Higher than
news
a tower
reporting.
in Bahrain. Chat, isn't that the capital?
xQcl.
You know what?
It's a country.
You need to legalize
Really?
videos that depict violent killings,
sorry, the one is Tehran.
brutal, agonizing executions.
This thing gonna feel
We
the
don't
word, no?
need to legalize this. We need to do that to criminals that refuse to be put in labor camps or fight in gladiatorial arenas. Because
Yeah, I mean, are they
if you
gonna keep playing the same video?
execute them in an agonizing, brutal way, they'll feel that, right? And they'll get to broadcast that to the people. That way the people don't become criminals, since they see what happens to criminals. It's very simple. Nobody wants to end up that way, so nobody's gonna do it. That's why if you do have the death penalty, you don't need to do the death penalty humanely.
What was that?
Because it isn't humane. You need to do it brutally, on purpose. That's the point.
Dude.
Like, why kill someone if you're not gonna do it brutally? Why
Is it
kill
falling
them?
like that?
You don't want to kill people. You want to make them work. You want to put them to work, so you can get value out of them. Like, the killing is the last resort. That's the end, right? That is the end. It's
oh my God.
The one thing you want to postpone the most is killing people, because you want as many people around, obviously.
Turn the camera around and get the react.
So when you actually do kill it, you want to get some value out of that, and you want to do brutally brutalize them. That's what I'm saying.
U.S. Naval
And you want to
Center.
broadcast that. You wouldn't do it in the middle of the town square. You want to do it in the middle of the street, so everyone can see it.
Bro, hit the YouTube.
Like, do it in front of the courthouse. Do it in front of, like, the mayor's office. Do it in front of schools, marketplaces, whatever. In the mall. Right? Do it everywhere. You know. Very simple. Dubai.
It's being friendship.
Why did they nuke in Dubai?
I'm watching the news, man. Am I allowed?
Oh my days, over the beach club is f***ing mental. Look at that. Literally directly above us.
Wait, in
That's
Dubai?
insane. They were so loud. It's f***ing mental.
They're military bases there, no?
That is, oh my god. I have no
So
words.
all these countries
In the
get
safest
dragged
country
into
in
war
the
because
city in the world.
the US and Israel wanted to go to war, and
Yo,
they
I
have
was
to go
bitch,
to war,
I was trying
even
to find
though
a
they
bunker
never
or some
signed up for
shit.
this.
Like, fuck that.
Well, I guess they did sign up for this, no? Like, once they allowed American military
I
bases
just try to find, like,
in their
some
countries, they
base
do
or
sign up
something,
for
you know what I
this
mean?
shit. That's why you don't. It's just that's why you don't allow foreign militaries in your country.
Chat, I guess
Like a
I think there's a
dumbass.
bunch of different countries involved now. No.
You want
So we just heard General
sovereignty,
Keane
but you
say that this
allow
could be
foreign
quicker
militaries
than
to just station their
anticipated.
troops in
It
your
could
country.
be
Like, you're a
potentially
dumbass.
over
If
within 2
you're
to
not a
3
real
weeks,
country if you do
just
that, you know
based
that.
on what we're
Right?
seeing in the
You're a
early
fake country.
stages
If
of the
you
response
allow
from Iran,
the
and the more
US
we
to
learn
station
about
their
the
troops in your
decapitation
country, you're a
of
fake country.
so
You don't
many
deserve to
of their
exist.
leaders in the country. Chief National Security Correspondent Jennifer Griffin
Yo, Fox
reporting
News,
that
what
a
am I-
U.S.
what-
base in Saudi Arabia has come under attack by incoming ballistic missiles. She joins me now by phone. Jennifer, it's great to have you with us. Terrific reporting all throughout the day. We've been hanging on every one of your reports as we go through this.
Saudi Arabia, along with the other Gulf states, are entering this operation because they can't sit back and not defend their people from these incoming missiles.
Watch this
so that's
one.
significant. I think it's also significant, Martha, that these
Yeah, but chat,
missiles.
guys, I'm
Yeah,
scared
yeah,
of clicking
so
some
like
bullshit in the chat, though.
Turkey,
Chat, guys, I'm scared of clicking
Iraq,
some
Jordan,
dumbass,
Saudi Arabia,
like
Egypt,
fake news, like AI shit. You know, it's hard
Bahrain,
to not click some dog shit.
Qatar,
The
the
US
UAE,
base in Saudi
Oman,
Arabia.
No, because I'm clicking some links. I'm saying,
Cyprus, all
weird.
fake
More
countries. They
than
don't
a
deserve to
dozen
exist.
missiles were fired at
They're all fake.
Israel, and we saw from Trey's reporting how one of those missiles got through and hit in central Tel Aviv. That was
All
about
fake.
the
They're
same
all fake
time
countries.
That we were confirming that the supreme leader Ali Khamenei had been killed in those strikes, and it's almost as though the IRGC would have launched a number of missiles simultaneously. We hadn't seen quite that number of missiles fired at the same time at Israel in this round in the last 12 hours.
This one, let me check. Yes, like what is it? World War III monitor? Like,
This is AI.
like, dude, this is insane.
It has to be AI, no? It's AI. It's armor theory. It's fake. That's fake. That's fake. That's fake.
Is it actually real? It's a drone?
Bro, is that that's fake. That's the Dubai Twin Towers.
Well, that's fucking insane. I mean, dude, I mean, that could have been this person. That's awful. No, that's god awful. It's like I'm assuming some random guy recording. That's really scary. Who the fuck is doing all that?
It's probably some error, no? You wouldn't fly a crazy expensive drone into a building like that.
41
That was
years,
a war strategy.
Can I get a welcome to the jungle?
What? No, I'm confused then. No, I'm confused though. So it's a missile from Iran? But for why?
It's probably just an error. If it's a drone, guy lost control or something. Because if you if you want to target civilian
Yeah, for why?
Hello, I'm Marianne
civilians on
Bashiri.
purpose
You're
to
watching
terrorize
BBC
them,
News with live coverage about breaking news
send
this hour.
like a
The
bomb
United States
you know?
and Israel
You
have
can use
launched
the
airstrikes
drone to
across
bomb
Iran.
Where is my
President Trump said the
killing
US and
drone.
Israel have launched
Well, I
multiple
lost another
You don't kill drones.
combat
You need the drones
operations.
to
Mr.
operate
Trump
for the
says
war.
the objective is
You
to
wouldn't kill the
defend the
drones.
American people
They're too
by
expensive.
eliminating
Even
imminent
the
threats
bombs
from
are crazy
the Iranian
expensive.
regime. He says Iran
It's just
can
an
never
error.
have a
You wouldn't
nuclear
do that on
weapon,
purpose.
and he accuses the Republic
Okay,
of
If you were to do it on purpose, it would be like Israel, where you bomb like hospitals and shit. You bomb it. You don't send your vehicles to just explode and get destroyed. You wouldn't do that. That's retarded.
trying to rebuild
Yeah, I
its
know you're
nuclear program.
I know you're thinking of
It's also said
a 9/11.
Okay, no, I got it.
It's a
as result
civilian
of this
against
operation, which has
civilian
been dubbed
casualty
Epic
thing.
Fury by the Pentagon.
You obviously can't bomb
The
things
retaliation
with
has started
passenger
from
airplanes,
Iran.
dumbass.
Bahrain says the
Like,
US base there
are you
has come under
stupid? And it
attack.
wasn't even a
Qatar,
real country that
Kuwait,
did
Jordan,
that to.
Iraq,
It's a war.
and
That's
Saudi
just some
Arabia
stupid
have also had
retard
missiles
terrorists
fired into their
terrorizing
countries.
people. That's not even
Yo.
remotely close to what this is.
We're getting reports of one person killed in the United Arab Emirates.
Oh, they also
and
have in
4
Kuwait,
people
fake
in
country.
Syria
Kuwait,
from missile
fake,
debris.
fake country.
In a video statement, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has said the attack is to remove an existential threat to his country.
I mean, I'm saying that at least Iran is
We've been
is a
hearing
real
air
country,
raid
no?
sirens and explosions across Israeli cities.
Just Iran,
Israel's defense minister has declared
Russia,
a special
China.
and permanent state of emergency.
Real
They've
countries.
closed the country's airspace. All schools are shut, and access to holy sites have also been shut today. Israeli defense forces say dozens of missiles are being fired into the country. 70,000 reservists have been called up.
Just
Meanwhile,
Mongolia,
in Iran, the
real
strikes are
country.
across multiple locations. Media reports say
What
blasts
else?
have been heard in Esfahan, Karaj, Kermanshah, Qom, and the port city of Bushehr. Mehrabad Airport, just outside Tehran, has come under attack. We're getting pictures of large-scale bombing in Tehran as well. Iranian media, as we've reported, say up to 40 people have been killed at a primary school in the south of the country. An official has told the Reuters news agency that Tehran's retaliation and
14
response
babies.
will be...
Yo, chat, is this true, chat? I'm hitting Gulf states because it's... I know what that is.
well,
is this
no,
true?
it's because they're
I also
fake
don't know what that
countries
means.
that
I'm gonna be
align
honest
with the US,
using some language I
US
don't- I'm
military
not familiar
bases
with.
Crushing.
across the
Meanwhile,
pond
Israeli officials
of
say Iran's
Iran.
Supreme Leader Khamenei
And then they
Iran's
kind of
President
get to play
Pezeshkian
both
have been
sides by
targeted.
having
7 missiles were
aligning
hit,
with the US and
have
having
hit the
military bases
presidential
there, but then
palace, and there have been
also
strikes around
being
the
right next
Supreme
to Iran
Leader's
and chilling with
compound.
them because they're like
Well, the
Muslims
attack
and
follows
shit.
weeks of tension
No,
in the region,
if you're gonna
with
have
US
military
forces
bases,
massing
you're a
around
fake
Iran.
country. You're a subject
Joe
of the
Edward now
US.
reports on
If
the
the US
latest
goes to war,
developments
you
so
go to
far.
war. You're a dumb fuck. Right? If you
Chat.
if you allow
Chat,
military
I'm-
bases in
I'm
your
just
country
really far with live. I'm not
of the
even
US,
seeing that many takes
you're
on the
an
one.
US
I feel like people
subject. You're not
are
a
kinda
real
like me.
state.
I
You're a
kinda
subject
clueless
state.
that it seems
Right?
to
You're a
be
fake state.
complicated,
You don't exist. You're a part of the US.
multiple-fold
51st
issue
state or
that
not,
a lot
you are a
not
part of the
everybody
US. You're a
masters
subject.
and fully understands.
If
You know what I
the
mean?
US goes to war, you
And-
go
and
to
now-
war
and-
with
and
it.
I feel like
Even if you don't
people-
never say so,
people are just
everyone's
waiting
gonna
to
see it that
what
way.
is the
You get
general
invaded,
opinion,
dumb fucker.
so they could piggyback it, and then if you don't say that,
It's not
you're wrong.
Shia,
Thoughts about
Sunni
that?
shit.
Threats.
Jad,
This
there's
morning,
plenty
the
of
US and
fucking
Israel
Shias
were
in
down.
there's like
To topple the
Syria
Iranian
and Arab, like Arabian shit.
Footage
There are plenty of
emerged
plenty
amidst an
around.
internet blackout.
That's
But
not
it's
what
clear
it's
that a
about,
vast
okay? It's
air
about the
campaign
US
is being carried
and
out
Iran.
right across the country.
The United States military is
You can't just
undertaking a
do
massive
everything to
and
be an
ongoing
ally to the US,
operation.
but then
people.
switch up
I
at
feel
the
like
end
if
and
the
say,
people are
well,
celebrating
we're not a part of this.
It might be at least
No, you
somewhat
are part
good.
of this.
Maybe I'm
Come on
wrong
now.
though. Like last time,
That's
the
not why.
Venezuelans
It's
seem
because
to
they're
be
at war.
celebrating it.
Okay,
They
they're at
seem to
war.
be happy. I'm a to the people. There were some reports that said that it was true. Some of the people were celebrating. They live there. For the people.
To prevent this very wicked, radical dictatorship from threatening America
propaganda.
and our core national security interests. We are going to destroy their missiles and raise their missile industry to the ground. It will be totally, again, obliterated.
So what and who is the US going to target? Well, Iran's ballistic missiles will be top of any list, an attempt to blunt their ability to respond. Iran's navy, seen here on exercise last week, will also be seen as a soft target. The key question, will they kill the president, Masoud Pezeshkian, or the supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei? Iran promised to respond with crushing force.
Let's take a look. Let's take chat. What is there? Some people in chat that live there. Is there people that live there that know what it's like? Are people generally are they happy of that?
Within an hour of the strikes, air raid sirens could be heard over Israel.
Family?
The country's Iron Dome missile defences already in action. The Prime Minister warned his people there would be a price to pay.
Snippy, you're gonna get banned. I'm telling you now. I'm telling you, you're on thin fucking ice. You're on thin fucking ice. You will get fucking banned. Stop fucking LARPing.
Challenging days await us. Every military action involves risk, but the risk of doing nothing is greater. Because if we do not act, we will get a nuclear Iran, an Iran with tens of thousands of ballistic missiles.
Instead of doing
Some
a
of those ballistic
regime
missiles
change
have already
and,
been fired in response.
reforming
The
Iran,
US has a
how about we
vast
just make it
military
the
footprint across the
51st
Middle East.
state? Straight up.
And already
There are already
impacts
so
have been
many
seen at the US
Iranians in the
naval
US.
base in
They
Bahrain,
love it here.
headquarters of
They
the
love the
fleet.
US. They love being a
Qatar
part of the
hosts
US.
the Al
Just making
Udeid
them
air
part of the
base.
US.
The last time Iran struck, it was
I'm
telegraphed
starting
in
in Iran.
advance and
Shoot,
largely
really, or
performative. Not this time. There have also been reports of drones being intercepted over Iraq. Knowing exactly what is happening inside Iran is difficult at this point, with most communications down. But State TV broadcast this statement.
So happy or not doesn't just
According to
justify
the
it.
information obtained
We
from
need
these
to-
two
we
corrupt
need to
regimes,
put
their
more
operations in
tram
Tehran and other
stations,
cities will
like
continue.
trams in
Therefore, as
cities,
much as possible,
instead
while
of
maintaining
big,
calm,
like
travel to other
5
cities
wide
to stay
lane
safe
wide
from the evils of these
car
two
traffic.
regimes.
Put one tram station. It's very easy.
In January, when widespread street protests gripped the country, President
Actually
Trump
missed
promised
those,
help
man.
was on its
They're
way
good. They
before
actually
taking
work.
no immediate action. In today's speech, he said that help had finally arrived.
When we are finished, take over your government. It will be yours to take. This will be probably your only chance for generations. For many years, you have asked for America's help, but you never got it. No president was willing to do what I am willing to do tonight. Now you have a president who is giving you what you want. So let's see how you respond.
Iran now faces the biggest military build-up in the Middle East for more than 20 years, and a US administration which has explicitly called for its destruction. It seems likely this conflict will escalate in dangerous and unpredictable ways. Joe Inwood, BBC News.
Well, let's cross live now and speak to our North America correspondent, Helena Humphrey, who is in Washington for us. Helena, just bring us up to date with
That seems to be a pretty dire prediction. Yo.
reaction from Washington so far.
Freedom USA.
Well, a range of reaction now coming in, Mariam, as you would expect, as lawmakers and, of course, the American public wake up to the news of these strikes. Let me just run you through what some of the lawmakers have had to say, starting off with Lindsey Graham. He is a Republican senator. He is an ally of Donald Trump. And essentially his message, which he's posted on X, is that he believes that this is an opportunity to reshape the Middle East. He says that he expects this campaign to be a violent one, but ultimately he expects it to be successful. You can compare and contrast that with what we've heard from another Republican, a Congressman Thomas Mack.
How about we just remove Iraq from the whole map?
Who is a
Okay, we
critic
wipe
of
it off the
Donald
map.
Trump, and
We
he has called
merge
this an act of war
Iraq,
unauthorized by Congress.
Iran.
Certainly there had
It
not
was
been
another
a
troublemaker.
congressional vote on any of
Azerbaijan.
these strikes.
We
Just some
merge
other
all them.
reaction to
Or they
bring you
merge
now.
them into
Ro
one.
Khanna, he is a Democratic
merge them.
lawmaker, and he has called for a vote
Very
on Monday.
simple.
He said that lawmakers must come to Washington. They must vote on this. They must put their names on the
Just
record
merge
with regards to where they
a
stand
bunch of states into
on
one
these
and just
strikes. And then
create
we
a
also
better
heard
state
from
instead
the
of all
vice
those
chair of
shit-ass
the
states.
Senate Intelligence Committee.
Yeah, how
that is
about
Mark
you
Warner.
merge
And essentially
Syria
what
as
his
well,
message
you
has been
merge...
in a statement,
what else?
He says that we have heard claims of urgency of American intelligence before, clearly referencing previous
merge
wars,
Afghanistan,
Iraq, for example, being one
you
of them.
merge
and saying that
Pakistan,
the
you merge all those
president-
states.
I understand
Merge them.
what the fuck are you talking about? I don't know what the fuck's happening, man.
It's very simple.
I never, what the fuck did I say that?
Questions with
I never
Yeah,
regards
they're
said
all
that.
troublemakers. They're all
Yeah,
troublemakers. You
yeah,
merge them.
basically
That's
said
fucking
that President
outrageous.
Trump can come out
Just
on
merge
video,
and
on his
there's
social
no
media
trouble anymore.
platform, an 8-minute video in which he
Create a
has
better
warned
system instead of
that
all
there
those
could
shits.
be American casualties. That justification needs to be there. Now, certainly we know that Donald Trump has spoken not just about a failure of a nuclear deal, but he has also spoken about ending what he calls a campaign of bloodshed against Americans. But in terms of that objective, he also spoke to the Iranian people, didn't he? He said, stay inside for the time being, but when it is safe to do so, come out, rise up, topple the Iranian regime. And I think, the greater backdrop to all of this is what we had seen in recent weeks when we had seen that brutal crackdown on protesters in Iran, and Donald Trump had said to them, help is on the way, prompting many people to ask in recent weeks, well, where is that help? Donald Trump clearly there speaking to the Iranians as well, saying this will be your opportunity. Of course, what comes of that will be a question that we will see unfold in.
I'm not watching Hassan. I mean, listen, I don't know if there's a good take or a bad take, but when I see a Hassan take, I know it's a bad take. if I could put some money, and I would go all in every time. I don't care to keep some money for my family. Fuck them. If I could put my money on whether something I take is a bad take or a good take, I put everything I have and a loan on bad take when Hassan says something. I don't give a shit. I don't care.
And of course, let's not forget, Helen, in the last
it's
few
just a safe bet.
days, even longer than that, the US has been talking, negotiating through Oman in Geneva with the Iranians. And like back in June 2025, when there were mid-negotiations
I don't care what
and there
happened.
was
I
an
don't
attack
care
on Iran, this has happened
what you have to say about this. I'm right.
It makes
Doesn't
one wonder
matter.
whether negotiating
My
with President
system
Trump
is a
is
better
actually a
system.
dangerous thing to do.
My perspective on this is...
Well, certainly what we see with Donald Trump is this kind of strategic ambiguity. And of course, here in Washington, as correspondents, we've been trying to read, ask questions of the administration about whether a strike...
When from the new? No, I disagree. The problem is that he doesn't stand on business. He says, "Oh yeah, don't do this." But whenever his side or whatever the fuck his cause does the same exact act, oh yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Yeah, you have to.
But
you have to do that. It is what it is. It doesn't sound
hard
on
opinions.
Like
you need to realize
that's awful.
Most systems can be
ever.
way simpler than they actually are right now. Most efforts, most laws, most regulations, most policies are all so overcomplicated to appease a bunch of retard dumbasses that don't need to be appeased. Like these suckers, if they misbehave, you put them in place. Like these people are peasants. They don't get to have a say. They're retards. They deserve everything they've got coming to them. The reason they're at the bottom of the bottom is because they deserve it. Okay, and the people that don't deserve it are only there temporarily and they rise up. You don't listen to these suckers. You listen to me. Okay, because I'm right and I know better and you don't.